Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's now Friday the, what is it? It's the 18th. Oh no, it's Thursday the 18th actually. It's not Friday, it's Thursday. It's Thursday the 18th of April. It's getting on for 6 o'clock, heading home. It is of course Easter weekend this weekend, so not working tomorrow, Friday, or Monday. So 4 days off now. Hooray for that. So I'm starting at the petrol station. I called in at Wickes for some paint to do, some painting over the Easter weekend, of course, because DIY is the thing to do over Easter. So it was kind of like, well, it's a small drive to Wickes and then a small one to here, and it wasn't worth really starting off then, so I'll just do a short vlog from here. Anyway, Mr. Nellis's words of wisdom. He didn't actually do any last week, fortunately. I hadn't realised, but he didn't do any, so he didn't really miss out. But things to talk about on your vlog: Prast off coming to Cleckheaton Town Hall from 15th to 17th of May, and you and your dad might be interested. Yes, well, that sounds pretty good, yeah. My mum and dad, as they've moved to Cannon Hall Drive, close from the Armitage Arms pub of Clifton, which has good views of the M62 and the TV master Emily Moore, as Chris and I went there on Wednesday afternoon. Sounds good. And the fire at Notre Dame. Well, there was indeed a fire at Notre Dame, and there's not much of it left now, is there, after that? So what else? What's been happening? Well, oh, I'll tell you what, there's a big thing in the Peace Hall, isn't there, Mr. Nellis? Try and get over this bit. Yeah, they're doing like an outdoor theatre thing over this weekend. I forget what it's called now. Sora or Suma or something like that. Yeah, I can't see Neffel thanks to this taxi now, thank you. Concentrating greatly because I can't see if there's a gap or not. I could have gone like that. Oh, thanks taxi. And it keeps getting further in my way. And he obviously wants to get out, so he's trying to make everyone get out of his way, but it's not happening. It's just making it very hard for me to see what I'm doing. There's a gap, now. Mercedes with a pink ribbon across the front of it, so it must be a wedding car. So yes, there's a big thing going on in the Peace Hall. They're having a this outdoor theatre thing. Do you know? Which is called something, and I can't remember what it's called now, Suver or something like that. There's a giant baby being built in the centre of the Peace Hall. Literally, this great big baby model. So, I don't know. We're trying to decide if we'll go and watch that or not. I think it's tomorrow night and Saturday night. It's like an hour and 10 minutes. It's quite a long thing that they're having. So we'll see anyway. So obviously last Friday I was driving back from London. I made it back, it was about 7:30 or something. It was a long drive anyway, so I didn't do much Friday night, to be fair, because I was a bit worn out after all the driving. Went and chilled out, slept. Saturday I was surprisingly productive on Saturday actually. Neighbours wanted to borrow the bouncy castle, so I had to drag everything out to get that out of the back of the kitchen cupboard. So as I'd got the mower and the strimmer out, I'd mowed the lawn, replaced the fuel line on the petrol strimmer because that had broken, which is like last, I think it was probably October, we'd gone to use it last and it wasn't starting up, and then I realised that the fuel line had all snapped off inside. Because of the degrade over the time the petrol gets to it. So I'd ordered a new one which had arrived, but then the weather had turned anyway, so it got to the point there was no point in doing it because we weren't going to use the strimmer because it was rubbish weather. So in the end it just sat there at the envelope with the new fuel line in until Saturday, last Saturday, when I got it out. So I fitted that, fixed it, got the strimmer up and started, and strimmed as well as mowing the lawn. So got all that done, so that was quite productive, and got the bounce castle for the neighbours, and they did the
30 miles per hour.
Had a good time bouncing about on that, so that was alright. And then yeah, that was pretty much all the Saturday, I think. Really, we didn't go anywhere. Sunday, it was a pretty chilly day. Sunday, actually, it wasn't so great. Saturday wasn't too bad, but Sunday wasn't great. And I gave the car a jet wash after all that driving, but just jetted it. I didn't use the brush thing because I hate the brush things. They always scratch everything up. So it wasn't actually that productive, because don't mind using your indicator at all. No. So I just washed it, but it needs I need to take it somewhere to get it properly scrubbed off because it's got all grot stuck to it. Even the jet wash wouldn't clear off. And then I went to the park. Funny enough, went to Whipsy Park again. Just thought I'd call in for a walk round, and it was really nice, actually. Really good park. Had a walk round, did their measured mile, and in the little pond that they've got there, it was there was some swans, which is really nice. Got to take some photos of those for my Sublime Sunday post, and some geese as well as loads of ducks. So it was full of wildlife. Quite surprising, really. So I had a good walk around there, took plenty of photos, and that was Sunday. Did that post, and that was kind of it. Back to work this week. Of course, it's been busy this week because we've got a short week thanks to Easter. You know, we've only had 4 days to do it all in. Done roasting on Tuesday, Wednesday, and today. Had a couple of guys from Lincoln today looking at the roaster. Monday tea time, I went to Square Chapel to do some training for the staff on the coffee machine, and to sort of set the coffee machine up and to try and get them all working on the same page, as it were. But yeah, they says come and do a bit of training. All right, fine. So come on. Went along. So I got there, and there's not many people around at the bar like there normally is, and then the guy pops out who'd arranged it. He's like, "Oh, we're in this first theatre. I think it's the Copper Plate Theatre." So go into the theatre, and there's 30 odd people on these stage seats, and I'm at the front of this theatre to talk about the coffee and stuff. And I'm thinking, well, how am I supposed to do anything with this mob? 30 odd people. So I talked about the coffee. I'd left them the professional barista's handbook, so they can have a bit of follow-up reading and sort of gin up on what they're supposed to be doing. But yeah, generally, yeah, generally they'd all kind of got their own ideas about the drinks they're going to be making, or how the drinks were made up, or whatever else. So it was a kind of a bit complicated. I think we've certainly nailed down what Square Chapel wants. It seemed to be the problem. There's a number of shots being used for drinks. You know, Square Chapel have kind of worked out pricing based on one shot being used, and some people are kind of like, well, I think we should do 2 shots. So that's what I've been doing, which is, you know, it's all right thinking that, you know, you think it should be done this way instead of that way, but you know, it's Square Chapel the ones that are paying for the coffee and taking the money for it and paying the wages, so they're kind of supposed to be doing what Square Chapel want, not what they think off the top of their heads. You know, I'm going to do it this way. So we'll have to wait and see how they get on. I'm going to do them some little crib sheets though, just so refreshers, and if you have new staff. Like I say, when you got 30 odd people all doing drinks, it's a bit, you know, there's a lot of people to try and keep in line and get them all working the same. It's all right, you got 1 or 2 people. It's not so hard to have 1 or 2 people doing the same thing all the time consistently, but 30 odd, yeah, it's a bit of a struggle to get them all doing the same thing. But I was all right. It was about an hour. Like I say, hopefully get everything sorted out. The coffee was excellent, of course, there. Set the machine up, and the espresso was really good. So yeah, on the whole, all very good. So yeah, bank holiday weekend, I don't know, not really got a lot planned. I think the boy wants to go trampolining at some point, but it's supposed to be warm. That's the main thing, isn't it? So we might well get the barbecue out, do some barbecuing, and just chill out in the garden, which is nicely mowed now. I've got some plaster to fix the roof upstairs at home and do some painting on that bit, so I'll hopefully get that done. And yeah, it's just see what happens, really. Who knows? Could be exciting. Right, so there you are. We're all done for this week's vlog. So have a good Easter holiday break weekend and week next week, and I'll catch you in next week's coffee vlog. Okay.